Every language learner has a story. Chinese broke me. Japanese humbled me. Korean nearly ended me. But the truth behind these struggles is way more surprising. Because the real question isn't which Asian language is easy or hard. It's easy for whom and why. Welcome to the Airlearn Language Show, where we unpack strange origins, lost meanings, and how language keeps evolving. And if you want to get hands-on with learning, the Airlearn app helps you practice real words and sentences every day with short lessons and audio to make your learning stick. If you speak English, you'll have a different experience than someone who speaks Arabic or Hindi or Mandarin. For example, tonal languages like Chinese, Thai, and Vietnamese often feel frightening to English speakers. But for speakers of African tonal languages, much easier. Honorific heavy languages like Korean and Japanese feel overwhelming to English speakers. But if you speak Javanese, Burmese, or even Nepali, the politeness layers feel familiar. So first rule, hard depends on what your brain already knows how to do. Chinese, Mandarin, hard in sound, easy in structure. Mandarin hits learners with tones, 4 lexical tones plus a neutral one. One wrong pitch and mother becomes horse. But the grammar? Shockingly simple. No verb tenses, no conjugation, no gender, no plural marking, unless you really want to. Word order that often mirrors English. The challenge isn't forming a sentence, it's sounding like what you meant. Japanese, easy to pronounce, hard to master. Japanese pronunciation is delightfully clean. 5 vowels, predictable syllables, no tones. But then the writing system arrives. 3 scripts, thousands of kanji, and a politeness system so detailed it can change the entire structure of your sentence. Japanese doesn't break you with sounds. It breaks you with social nuance. Korean, simple alphabet, steep grammar. Hangul is beautifully logical. You can learn it in a weekend. But Korean grammar stretches English learners. Verb final sentences, particles, honorifics, conjugation patterns. Sound changes that shift depending on the letters around them. Korean sits right in the middle, a friendly beginning followed by a long, winding hill. Southeast Asian languages, Thai, Lao, Vietnamese, Khmer. Thai, Lao, and Vietnamese are tonal, some with 5 or 6 tones. Vietnamese adds complex vowels combinations. And Thai script? Beautiful, but dense. Khmer, Cambodian, isn't tonal, but its writing system is massive, over 70 symbols. So here's the surprise. For English speakers, Vietnamese is often easier than Thai because it uses the Latin alphabet. South Asian languages, Hindi, Urdu, Bengali, Tamil, these languages are often misunderstood. Hindi and Urdu sound intimidating until you realize their grammar overlaps with many European languages, gender, verb ending, tenses. Bengali pronunciation can trip learners, but the grammar stays fairly regular. Tamil, representing the Dravidian family, has elegant logic, but complex verb and case systems. Overall, South Asian languages look harder on paper than they feel in conversation. Turkic languages, Turkish, Uzbek, Kazakh. These are some of Asia's most consistent languages. Vowel harmony, predictable. Conjugations, logical. Phonetic spelling, yes please. For many English speakers, Turkish and Uzbek are surprisingly smooth, once you stop panicking about long agglutinative words. Austronesian languages: Tagalog, Indonesian, Malay. Here's a twist: Indonesian and Malay are often considered among the easiest languages in all of Asia for English speakers. Why? Latin alphabet, no tones, no verb conjugation, simple pronunciation. Tagalog has more complexity, focus systems, affixes, but remains more accessible than Japanese or Chinese. So which is the easiest? And which is the hardest? From most global studies, from the U.S. Foreign Service Institute, and from language learning research, the easiest Asian languages for English speakers, generally: Indonesian, Malay, Turkish, Tagalog. The hardest Asian languages for English speakers are generally Chinese, tones and characters, Japanese, because of scripts and honorifics, Korean, grammar complexity, and Vietnamese, tones and vowels. But remember, the ranking shifts depending on your mother tongue, your ear, your culture, and the languages you already know. So the next time someone tells you Japanese is impossible or Chinese is the hardest in the world, remember, languages aren't mountains, they're doorways, and every doorway opens differently depending on the path you've already walked. When you learn an Asian language, whether it's Tamil, Thai, Korean, Mongolian, or Malay, you're not just learning words. You're stepping into histories, sound systems, writing revolutions, and entire worlds of culture. Which Asian language have you tried learning? And what was the hardest part for you? Drop your answers in the comments. I'd love to hear your experiences. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time with another story on the Airlearn Language Show.